Not that I have to justify this, but this is what happens. Take an eye out. Take an eye out. Sent to the lovely guys, you guys, people that follow me on both here and my YouTube account. This is YouTube. No, just please don't do it. Hello, I'm Charlotte and this is Books and Bargains. Today I'm coming to you with my June book haul. It's currently about 10:30 at night when I'm filming this. I was on Noughts last night and I'm on Noughts tomorrow, so I'm living in the night tonight like a vampire. And it's hot as balls, which I think I've said in every video that I filmed this week. So the fact that you're seeing me in clothes, my hair is scraped back, I have not got any makeup on. But shall we get into the books, seeing as that's what you're here for? The first pile of books have all been very kindly sent to me this month from publishers. The first was sent to me from Love Books Tours, and this is the Women Writers Handbook. I will be on the Instagram tour for this in July. This is essays from different women writers. I've had a flick through it already and it looks good, so I'm looking forward to diving into that. The next 4 books were all sent to me by the lovely people at Book Break. During lockdown, they were doing a sort of thing where they were sending bundles of books rather than requesting individual books. So there are 3 of these possibly that I would have asked for anyway, and then the other one is just a nice bonus. So I have The Greek Holiday by Maeve Harron. I have mentioned too many times recently that I have fallen in love with the Greek islands, and as we're not going this year, I'm looking forward to doing, I might even do a bit of a week readathon when I'm on my annual leave and try and read all of these books set in Greece. The next one is Sweet Home by Wendy Erskine. I probably wouldn't have requested this one, but I'm really glad that I did get it. This is a collection of short stories, and recently I've been really loving short stories. It's a debut collection and it's set in Belfast, so I'm looking forward to reading that. The next book is The Half Sister by Sandy Jones, and that to me has the look of any of the kind of domestic psychological thrillers that I love. Seeing the cover reminded me a little bit of The Girlfriend by Michelle Francis, which I haven't read yet, but it is on my TBR. And it says, Kate and Lauren, sisters, are always there for each other, but as they gather for their weekly Sunday lunch, a knock on the door changes everything. New arrival Jess claims to be their half-sister, but that would mean the unthinkable, that she's the secret daughter of their beloved, recently deceased father, Harry. And I like anything with family dynamics, so I'm looking forward to getting into that. And then the last one I got is Peter James, The Secret of Cold Hill, You Cannot Bury Evil. Now this is actually the second in a series, so I need to work out if I can read this without reading the other one, whether I need to keep an eye out for the first one. And apparently nobody has ever survived past 40 in this house. I read The Turn of the Key a couple of months ago, and I really like stories set in creepy houses. So hopefully I will enjoy that. The next book, Gilding the Lily, is also from Love Book Tours. This is the first month that I'm working with them, so I'm looking forward to diving into books. And again, that will be on my Instagram in July. And the last one that I've sent from publishers this month is Good Morning, Destroyer of Men's Souls, a memoir by Nina Renata Aaron. I saw this on Instagram, and this is from the lovely people at Serpent's Tail. I literally just responded to their story saying that looked good, and they offered to send it me, so I'm looking forward to digging into that. The next pile of books have very kindly been sent to me by followers of this account and also my Instagram account, and I always say that you guys didn't need to send me these, but they honestly made my day to receive them. There's nothing better than getting a book through the door, is there? The first 3 were kindly sent to me from the wonderful Simone at Me, Simone and I. The first one that she sent me is Let It Go, and this is a frozen twisted tale, and it says, what if Anna and Elsa never knew each other? When I read that tagline, it did throw me a little bit, but I presume that it's that one of them's a secret sister. I haven't read any of these books, and I'm looking forward to getting into them. The next one is The Last Romeo by Justin Myers. This is a gay romance, I think, and it's the first one that I came across that wasn't YA, so I added that to my list and I'm looking forward to reading it. And the third one was Brighton Rock by Graham Greene. I'm going to be honest, I saw this on someone's channel and I already can't tell you what it's about or why it was on the channel, but it's a gang war raging through the dark underworld of Brighton. That doesn't sound like something that I'd enjoy, but there's obviously some reason that I put it on my list and I'm looking forward to getting into that. The next one that arrived was Music to Make Friends by Hayley Long. I have no idea who sent me this one as it didn't come with a note, but if it's somebody that watches this, thank you very much. The next two were both sent to me as random acts of kindness from people on Instagram. And the first one is from Rach Reads Books, who I will link below, and that is the Bookshop book by Jen Campbell. When lockdown is over, one of the things that I want to do is visit more indie bookshops around the country. My husband and I are going to Minehead in September, and we're going to Lincolnshire in October. So hopefully we will find some independent bookshops there. And this book, I think, is based around the world. And I'm looking forward to diving into that. I also got Bernardina Veresto's Girl, Woman, Other. I've heard fantastic things about this, but one thing that really bugs me is when the cover is like this, when it looks like a sticker but it's not. Please, publishers, just stop doing that. Stop doing it. Anyway, this was also sent to me by someone from Instagram, and I will leave their channel below if I can find it. It didn't come with a note, but she had messaged me to say that she'd ordered me this and it was out of stock. One thing I have noticed recently on Amazon, which is fantastic, is that people are sticking to their word and buying books by Black authors, because a lot of the books that I've looked at or gone to buy have been out of stock and not sure when they're coming back in. So we need to show publishers that we have the power here. It's a bit like when Rage Against the Machine got Christmas #1. We have the power. We can do it. All we have to do is buy these books. So the last four were all sent to me during a week that was really tough for me last month. I firstly had an incident at work, which I'm not going to go into detail with here. I've talked to my close friends about it, but it was really, I don't use the term traumatic lightly, but it was really traumatic with me. In the 10 years that I've been working within the hospitals, I think it was the most traumatic thing that I've ever dealt with. And the first book was from the lovely Saskia at Bookworm Nurse, and that is The Definition of Us by Sarah Harris. Saskia is a nurse, and I was messaging her pretty much as it happened. I didn't expect her to send me anything, but it was so lovely. It really made my day. She also sent me a bar of Tony's Chocolonely, which is my favourite chocolate. And then over the next couple of days, these three books arrived. The wonderful Rian from Riri Reader, again, will link below, sent me two books. She sent me I'll Be There For You, the one about Friends. I absolutely love Friends. It was part of my growing up. And yes, I'm looking forward to reading that. And then she also sent me Erotic Stories for Punjabi Widows, which has been on my wish list for so long now. And it has got this beautiful shiny cover. And then the lovely Jane from Jane the Reader also sent me a book with a shiny cover, and that is A Sprinkle of Sorcery by Michelle Harrison. I haven't read this, but I've recently been binge watching How to Train Your Gavin, and this is one of the books that he recommended. And the last stack of books, which is undoubtedly the biggest, I can hardly hold them up, are all books that I bought myself this month. I make no secret of the fact that when I'm feeling crappy, I tend to buy books, and that is just what I did. Going forward, I said this in another video, I am only going to buy new books online. I'm only going to pre-order and buy books by Black authors from now on. Like I've said, I think that we need to do better in getting the publishers to promote these books and to give them as much airtime. I took a photo in Morrison's today, and granted, my Morrison's doesn't have the biggest selection of books anyway, but I will insert the photo here, and not one of the books that I could see was by a Black author. I don't even think that anybody was by an author that isn't white, and that's the kind of thing that I think we need to do better on. We need to get more people reading more diverse authors. That aside, so that my camera doesn't die on me, here are the books that I bought. So the first one that I bought was Elizabeth Acevedo's With the Fire on High. I have wanted to read this for so long, so I bought it. Earlier in the month, I had also bought Unpregnant by Jenny Hendricks and Ted Kaplan. This is soon to be a movie, and I think it's going to be fantastic. I'm already predicting this to be one of my 5-star reads. And by saying that, it almost puts me off reading it because I don't want to be disappointed. This follows the story of a girl who is pregnant and wants an abortion. And I've never seen that in a book, so I'm looking forward to reading that. I saw The Irish Reader talk about Only Mostly Devastated by Sophie Gonzalez as a queer version of Grease, and that made me put that in my basket. I also picked up from Amazon You Me Everything by Catherine Isaac, and this was a total Bookstagram made me buy it because Reading with Nessie showed this was £2, and it has a beautiful yellow spine and a gorgeous inside cover. So that was definitely an impulse buy. I picked up Michelle Gorman's The Curvy Girls Baby Club on impulse after finishing The Curvy Girls Club and really enjoying it. This is only a novella, so I feel a bit cheated that I think I paid £6.99 for this. Had I known it was a novella, probably wouldn't have bought it, but I'm looking forward to reading it. I went onto Amazon one day, sorted the books by price, £2 to £2 and available for Prime, and picked up Michelle Campbell's A Stranger on the Beach, which I've been looking forward to reading anyway. And also Sarah Pekkinen's Things You Won't Say, on the fact that I loved You Are Not Alone by Sarah Pekkinen and Greer Hendricks. I took advantage this month of Amazon's First Reads. I have just cancelled my Prime subscription, so this isn't something that I will be doing again. But First Reads, for £3.99 you could pick up debut, not yet published books. And I picked up The Lending Library after reading The Bookish Life of Nina Hill and really enjoying it. And also Someone Else's Secret, which was just totally on impulse. Okay, so my camera keeps dying on me, so I hope this is the right angle. But anyway, I was about to say I bought Queenie by Candice Carty-Williams. This was bought because I realised that as a white booktuber, I need to do better in reading more diverse fiction, and yeah, picked it up. Again, it's got that horrible sticker, non-sticker on it, which I really hate, but yes, I bought that. And the last thing that I bought, I went onto the works one night and I picked up the Noughts and Crosses box set. I have never read a Mallory Blackman book, and when I saw these for £8 on the works, I thought it was time to change that. So those are all the books that I've added to my collection in June. I almost said January then. You can tell that the heat is getting to my brain. Have you read any of these books? And if you have, which do you recommend that I pick up first? I'm hoping to get to a few of these in July. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have done, please like and subscribe below. And until next time, look after yourselves. Bye.